So, here it is. Brazil. The part of this circuit is going pretty well so far indeed. And this is Petersburg circuit. It's been pretty good for a NASCAR circuit. And here we are for the Formula 1 race track for the 10th round of the championship. Hello everybody, my name is James Williams here. This is James Gaming Channel on the YouTube channel, guys. And welcome everybody to the 10th round of the Formula 1 2010 Roblox World Championship, guys. And it's the Brazilian Grand Prix for this season so far for this. We're only about 4 more rounds after this one so far for this, but it's going pretty well this so well for this race so well. After this, we've got 3 races to go, but this is going to be pretty well for this 30 round championship so far for this. You take a little replay of the Belgian Grand Prix, we just saw that, guys, and we did the qualifier, so this is what the order's going to be like this so far for this. And the weather forecast is going to be overcast and cloudy so far, but we're not going to expect to see some rain coming to this circuit at this Petersburg circuit. But this Brazilian Grand Prix is fantastically going to be very good. And how this circuit is going to be pretty good, comfortable about this so far after this. After last night, we did the qualifier setup, but it was so late that was. And hopefully we get this race underway completely well here at the Brazilian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the starting grid for today's race. Alright, here is the starting grid for today's Brazilian Grand Prix. It is the both drivers in the first 2 championship contenders. Pedro is on pole position for the first time ever for Sauber. And looking forward to try and get that title this race. And hopefully this weekend it will be pretty good for this weekdays. Typical is Lord High, and hopefully he can try and beat him in the Drivers' Championship. Marcus is a good performance, best for him for P3 so far from Mercedes ahead. Jensen Button in the McLaren, 4th for him, going for that. Rosberg 5th place so far for Mercedes. The Red Bull Sebastian Vettel 6th. Lewis Hamilton did good well so far in 7th. Behind the both Toro Rosso, Jaime Alguersuari and Sebastian Buemi in the other one. Hulkenberg wanted to do it better like he got 3rd in Japan. And Warwick is just by in 11th. Kobe has a hope he could try and get Sauber the constructor champion this weekend for this race. They could manage to beat 13th by the end. Lucy is 30th, but just behind is Fernando Alonso in 14th place for Ferrari. Then it's Mark Webber 50th, had the Lucas Grassi in the other 13th, 16th. Massa 17th, for he was 16th, but he's 70th in his home Grand Prix, had the Kovalainen in 18th. The other Brazilian is Barrichello in the Williams in 19th, and he started 19th, had of Trulli. Then Sutter started a disappointing 21st for 40th. That's a disappointing day for the German driver. And then there's the other Brazilian Bullet that wanted to do better like his hero Ayrton said when he was a 3-time world champion. Vitaly Perez the last man to go through for Renault, and Corunchella started for the back of the field in his Spanish racing. And also for this race, guys, we're gonna put a driver penalty, guys, for this second itself. Yeah, we're gonna do that, guys. Remember, if you push someone off the track or maybe push anybody or crash into each other, you'll get a driver penalty for that. And you put your car number on the screen there, on the chat section, and see who's got a driver penalty, and see who's going to get into the pits. And hopefully, we'll waste some time for the other to try go through and try and win the championship themselves. Okay, the drivers are prepared on the grid and ready to go racing here. This circuit itself so far. The safety car is complete over there so far there, and we're going this clear angle for this so far for this. Just checking where the safety car is. I don't know where it is. There it is. The safety car will be out if there's any collisions at all on the circuit so far for this. By the way, it's race number 10. It's the Brazilian Grand Prix at Sao Paulo. Who is going to win this race so far for this? On pole position is Pedro Rosso for Sauber. Timo Glock is next to Sauber in the 13th place so far. And we're getting ready to begin the start of this race of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And we've got the 5 red lights coming on. And we're ready to go racing here in Brazil. The lights are, and we are way in Brazil. The 10th round gets underway. Good start there for everybody else going for the first corner. But Michael Schumacher is not having a bad start there. Timo Glock takes the lead from Dolores as they head towards the first corner. That's a good start there from the rest of the field. But both of these Spy Racers just got past Situ and Pedro. That's a good start from Senna and Chandot though. That's an excellent start indeed so far. But who's leading so far there? It's Glock's lead. But it's a bit try who's going through it ahead so far in this Brazilian GP race. But it's going pretty well so far for there. But it's Schumacher. Oh my goodness me. Glock is still leading the race so far. But I think Schumacher and Vettel got 2nd place so far for this. Everybody else has got a good start there so far for this circuit itself. But that's a very good start there. Glock leads the race so far. But Vettel is now in 2nd place now. Vettel, a good job for the Red Bull drivers in 2nd place already. But this race is completely gone on to the start race so far for this, as we got this race underway. And I forgot to turn off the pit lane before I must turn it off before the others got there first, or might restore the driver penalty. But that's off. That's off. Yeah, that's off. That's off now. So drivers heading towards the far corner of the track so far. It's a lot of team have got to the lead back. It's still leading from third there. But I think August Royal Kobayashi might have to try to take the lead. Second place from third there. But we enter the first lap away. I'm on to lap 2 already. Good start there from Vettel. As everybody else have made it through to the first few corners without making it instant so far for this. So we might go on board some of the drivers so far. This is going pretty excellent racing so far for this. And see everybody else. And Petro is in 23rd still. So they're staying in last place away so far. What is happening to Adrian Satu there? I don't know what happened there. But some of them he didn't do so far for Force India though. But let's see who's going to lead the race after this. And I think, is it Kobayashi now in the lead so far? And is he leading the race so far? He is leading the race so far. Kobayashi now in the lead from Glock. One excellent bout there so far for this. It's truly moving to second place so far. What an excellent race we're having today so far for this one, for this track so far. Bobby Spire races on moving up the field so far for this track so far. But what an excellent progress that is so well indeed. So Kobayashi is leading the race so far. Glock was leading the race after the first lap so far for this, but it's going well for the second lap already so far of this Brazilian Grand Prix at the St. Petersburg circus. Kobayashi leads the others as he goes down to the start finish ready to complete another lap so far. On to the third lap now, ongoing now. So let's see who's completely going to make it stick so far for this, as we have things betterly persevered than that. Let's go and born on Rubens Barrichello though. He's not very happy so far indeed down the field though so well. As all the other drivers going pretty well so far. As Kobayashi leads for this. As Huckerberg moving into second place already. Good one for Nico Huckerberg and the other Williams to move into second place already so far for this so far. Is he going to take the lead from Kumuri? I'm not sure this yet so far. But Alonso is making his move too. Huckerberg is making his move on Kobayashi, but Kobayashi stick the lead so far for this. Degrassi just find that backfield there. There's Fellas drop back a fair bit. Webber, I think he's in 4th place away now. He's just behind Glock and Trilling, but actually, Button gets past him and moving to 4th. That's a good move there from Jensen Button there. Excellent pace so far for this. As Suti's down in last place away there. So what is going on with Satu's car? I'm not sure what is happening to his car so far for this. He started the race in 23rd, but now he's down in last place so far after just 2 laps completed. So he really needs to try to get his race back on track if he wants to try to suffer the rain so well. And hopefully how this one goes very well for this. Kobayashi still leads from Alonso and Huckerberg as they're on to lap 4 away now. So this race is completely going embarrassing so far for this track though. So hopefully how this race track goes pretty well for this. As it's a 23 lap race around this circuit there. We completed about 3 laps when we're on to lap 4 now so far. We might take a look at the quick few there, so let's see. All the drivers are going pretty so far for this as they go through to the chicane. They go through left and the right-handers, but Kobayashi do hold the lead so far. Hogway is just holding off Alonso for second place so far, but Fernando is not going up the place so far, but this is going pretty well so far. As 3 of the cars going well so far, so Alonso takes second from Huckerberg, as Button is in 4th, Glock's in 5th, Webber's 6th. And then I think it's Trilly 7th place so far. There's been a good battle between Alonso, Trilly and Glock when they got the podium in Canada a few races ago. But we're on to that 4 way so far for this as they're going through the... Okay, let's see that pretty good. That's a pretty good field there so far for this as all the driver goes through there. But we're not batting out so far for this as they go through now. The final corner is going pretty well so far indeed so far. As Bowman say, I'm very touching together. I bet the stewards might look at this investigation between the Sumac and Rosberg incidents. But I'm say they both collided together as we begin lap 5 already. So, bit of collision there between both of Sumac and Rosberg. Which one are they doing? So let's see. Look at the far for this so far, and we'll see what is going to be about for this. Some. As there's under investigation between car 3 and car 4. That's both the Mercedes of Schumacher and Nico Rosberg. So Michael Schumacher might try to push his teammate off the track though, but I'm not sure he won't do that so far indeed. So it's going well so far for this track. There's Alonso now takes the lead from Kobayashi. Alonso now takes the lead so far here in Brazil ahead of Kobayashi. Meanwhile, his teammate Masi just got both Mercedes behind him, and then it's Lucy significantly behind there. So this is going pretty well for this race so far for this. Alonso leads from Kobayashi as they go through to the far corner. They're hoping to go through now. Alonso continue to lead from Kobayashi. Then it's Hulkenberg, Glock, Button, Webber. Vettel's not that far behind now, but this is going pretty well for this. We've been for the first 4 laps already so far for this race in Brazil there. So this is going pretty well so far for this. Nobody hasn't retired yet so far, but this is going pretty well indeed for this race. We can see the other drivers are going completely well as they go through the circuit itself. As this is the 6th lap already so far at a possible 23 laps though. As Fernando is continuing to lead the pack so far ahead of Kobayashi. But Glock is just behind Hulkenberg if he keeps this pace going there. So Fernando Alonso, he won the race in Canada. And hopefully he can run through the game in Brazil. But Glock is holding that podium position though. And Dolorosa, the championship leader, is falling back though. So hopefully he might lose the championship to Timo Glock though. If he might challenge him in the championship battle. We're going to the last 4 races of the season. But for Alonso there, he's in the lead so far. Kobayashi in 2nd place so far. Timo Glock 3rd. As Webber is having a look on Hulkenberg for 4th place. Would he do it on the hairpin though? Let's see. Oh, he has done it. He has done it. Webber's up into 4th place away for Webber waiting. So Webber's in 4th place away. But meanwhile, his teammate Vettel is down. Where is he so far? I think he's down in 10th place away so far. But Senna's up into 11th place so far for Hispano. That's very good so far for this so well. As this is going really well so far for this. As there's no investigation. There is no investigation to Michael Rosberg, so they're particularly able to try and continue the race so far for this. And we're on to the 7th lap away so far for this track though. So this is going complete well for this, how the championship go pretty well for this in Brazil. As we're on to lap 7 we go through now. So how this one goes pretty well for this, so well for this for Alonso and Kobayashi. We go on board on them so far, but let's see how this one goes. As Webber takes 3rd from Glock, I think he has. So Webber's into P3 away for Australia. For Webber racing, he's going well so far for this, but Timo Glock wants to hold the position above. But it's Alonso leads, Kobayashi 2nd, Webber 3rd, Glock 4th, Hulkenberg 5th. But that's Chandos are making a move now. Chandos is up into P5 away so far for Hispania. That's good. Well, Chandos started at the back on the grid, and now he's up into P5 away. That's made a good position. He's moved on 19 positions away so far for Chandos now. That's excellent indeed so far. As Hamilton's dropping back down the field now. Sutton's in last place so far for this. There's no safety car coming out just yet so far, but it's on the 8th lap so far now. But this is going well so far for this racetrack though. Good race so far here in Brazil, and much more cornering we've got for this circuit itself. Here they come now, going through the left hand to go for Alonso, Kobayashi, Webber, Chando is now in 4th place now. Good effort from him so far. Button's there, Vettel we see on him. Well, let's see who's going. We're going on board Sebastian Vettel there. So let's see. Oh, Lucy's facing the one way for his car there, but hopefully he might be collision somebody there. So hopefully none of this will happen this so far for that. So as Vettel is on a look on Senna as we go through on him, as we go through there. So is he going to make a move on Senna on the 9th lap now? We completed 8 laps away so far, but is Vettel going to make a move on Senna? Oh, it's going to be very close indeed, but I think Senna's hold the position so far. This is going well so far for this race so far. Vettel's saying, oh, and Vettel gets past Senna now. Good move from Vettel there, gets past the Brazilian there. Good move there, but Fernando is continuing to lead the pack so far. Webber now takes 2nd place now. Webber might try and challenge Alonso for the race victory so far, or hopefully he could do that for the next few laps time. But this is going really well so far for the field there. As again, pretty so far for this. Alonso from Webber, Kobayashi, Trilli, Hulkenberg, Chandler, Button. There is Bremy, Vettel, and I think Vettel's on Bremy's tail now. Let's see what's going on for Vettel there, guy. Let's see as he got Glock. And Bremy gets past Glock there. Would Vettel make a lunge on these two cars in this racetrack so far? Maybe not, but I think Kobayashi takes 2nd place back from Webber there. He has taken second place from Weber there, so that's a good move there. Kobe has to take the position back from Weber there, and we're on to the 10th lap away now. Well, where's Ramming today here in Brazil there, so we've also got 24 drivers still racing so far there, but Suddy's down in last place so far for this. Nobody hasn't retired just yet so far for this track though, but it's doing good. We've still got 24 drivers still running around this circuit in Brazil. So here they come through now. I think Kobe actually took the lead back from Alonso. Yeah, he did. As Webber's now closing down on him, so Kobe has to take the lead back from him. Hopefully, guys, they gave Santa the chance to win the Constructor Championship so far for this. Sutu is down in last place too so far. Balika is down in 23rd now. As the Brazilian is struggling around this circuit so far for this track though. As he's struggling on the 10th lap away now so far. He's tired and not very good so far indeed. Here they come now. Kobayashi going through onto lap 11 now. So hopefully these are going pretty well indeed. So hopefully they might spend some time on these tyres. Or maybe not. But I think they might do a pit stop on lap 13. I think they're doing now. I think there is. So hopefully all the drivers might not do a pit stop for this track though. Or maybe not. So going to prepare this race straight for this. So drivers on thinking they might do a one and only stop so far. I think Webber's on a move on Kobayashi now to try to take the lead of the race. He's just got past Alonso now. As Webber makes a move on Kobayashi for the lead of the race. As the Webber is on his charge now. He's making his move as Mark Webber now takes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Good one for there, but Vettel is falling back so far for the Shadows are into 4th place now. And Tree's now in the podium positions now for Lotus. This is going pretty well so far for this race so well as the races are going through now. As they're going to lap 12 away now. We are halfway through the race now, so hopefully how this one goes pretty well for this bag so far as the drivers are on their way now. So this is going pretty racing so far for this track though. So doing this down in last place so far. One of the tyres are not very good for the Force India driver so far. But this way is going completely very well so well for Kobayashi and Mark Webber trying to challenge for the victory though as we go through this track. Making the progress so far for Red Bull there as Trini takes second place from Kobayashi. He's dropping back so far as Webber now increasing the lead so far for Red Bull Racing does. Brothers just behind. Vettel hopefully might try and cut back so far for this. We're going on to lap 30. The driver will come in at the end of this lap so far because we're doing a pit stop, guys. So the driver will come into the pit. They're not going to have a driver pitted like this one here. They're going to do a pit stop. So this is going to be pretty well to go through the pits and do their pit stop. This is going to be pretty well so far for all the drivers for this track though. Okay, so all the drivers are coming into the pits for their one and only stop though. So hopefully they'll do pretty well so far indeed. And who will be the leader when they come out to the pit so far? I think it's going to be Webber coming out to pit so far. So Webber has come into pit so far. Webber from Hulkenberg, Kobayashi third as they go through there. Bit margin so far for this track though, so this is going pretty bumpy indeed as all the drivers has made it through for the pit so far. So that's their pit stop done now, so this is going pretty well to get their margin back on the way. Good margin for the pit stop though, so this is going pretty well for lap 14 now. This is an excellent race so far in pursuit at the Petersburg, so that's a good circuit to have a lot of barriers so far for this, but this is going pretty well indeed well for this track though. Prix on lap 15, this is going well for Mark Webber though. We're on to this 15 lap away so far. But this race is not going to mess up so far for this. But this is going pretty well for this. This is the 15 lap of the possible 23 laps for this track though. Webber continues to lead so far. But I think Kobayashi down in second place now. He's battling with Hulkenberg. But this is going to be a bit bad for so far for second place does. Kobayashi is ahead of Hulkenberg. But Nico wants to try to get the position from him. But he's not going to make the move there. So would Kobayashi might make a move on Mark Webber for the lead of the race. But Webber continued to block him on the back side. That's a good one for that. I don't know. Neck and neck as they go the head-to-head. They're battling now side by side going to the first quarter of the race so far. But I think Kobayashi will get on the inside like he's on for that. As Kobayashi now takes the lead from Webber. Gets the position back from Webber. And has he made the move yet? Oh, not quite just yet. But this is going to be big close between Webber and Kobayashi there as the rest of the field are complete. But as Felix Drew's just behind the other German team we've got there. As all the rest of the field are completely going well so well as the rest of us might be coming through after I come back. So 1 to lap 60 as opposed to 23 laps though. This is going pretty well so far for this race for and for this track it's going well better for this. But this one is going well for that. Berry, on to lap 16 we are now. So let's see how this one goes pretty well for this for Kobayashi and Mark Webber as they go through to the chicane. And we're going to go a couple more laps to go for this race so far here in Brazil. As Kobayashi still leads race for Sauber. And it's Webber second place, Hulkenberg third, Trulli fourth. Fifth place it's Chandut, then it's Alonso, Breme, Button, Glock, and Vettel at the top 10. And this is going to make it as Kobayashi. We're zooming in on the lead so far, and he's only got about, we only got about 7 more laps to go now after this one. Yeah, we've got 7 more laps to go for this race stretch so far. As Vettel is stood behind Glotzova, Sainz 11, Grassi 12, Schumacher ahead of Dolores, Massa, Kubica, Lucy, Trulli, there's Kovaliven, Rosberg, Petrov, Barrichello, and Sato. This is going to be made so far for this, for this. Matching the pace is very good so far as we're on to lap 18 away now. Kobayashi leads from Webber, Trulli, Hulkenberg, Chandler's in exit 5th, head of Breme, Alonso. Then it's Button, Glock and Fair the top 10 with Sed just behind. But this is going to be a pretty good race so far. As Sutton's doing last place so far. We're on to lap 18 away so far. 6 laps remaining. And this is going to be an extra good race to the end of the race. It's going pretty well in this racetrack so far for the 10th round of the World Championship. Okay, we're only about 3 more laps to go, but it's Kobayashi still leads for Sauber, ahead of Mark Webber, 23rd, Chad up 4th, Hulkenberg 5th, Alonso 7th. Glock is making his way up to 7th place away now, but he's going to try to has he got past Bremy? He has! Bremy up into, down to 8th place, as Glock moving himself into 7th place, he's back on track for the championship table now. As Fez just buying time for the last points, as the Grant is trying to get past 7th to try and get that 11th place, so a good way to start for this for the Brazilian driver. But Dolores is down in 13th place, so the championship leader is losing some time there as he's been overtaken by Kubica. Now he's now joined the 14th place already, but not quite. Zamti is having a bad day so far. Balikali is having a bad day, and Suddi's doing last place at all. So any moment now, the driver will come onto the 5 car and they will begin the final lap of the race so far. Tracy Love we're in now, but we're coming on to the final lap so far. But Will Kobayashi will hold off Webber and Trulli to try and get his first win of the year so far and get Sauber's 3rd win of the season so far. And we're on to the final lap. As Trulli that takes the place for Webber now. Good move there for Trulli there. So let's get an excellent move there for that. As Burton wanted to try to get 8 from Breme. But this is be a close battle between Webber, Kobayashi and Glock as all racing goes through this track. So Glock was in as the first lap, but he dropped down a bit. Hopefully this is going to be a good race so far to close finish for this race so far. Trulli is in 2nd place so far, but will you try to get Kobayashi by the end of the race? I'm not sure about this. But it's going pretty well for this track though. So it's going pretty well indeed so far for this as they will go around the final few cars they go through now. As where are they now? I think they are at the top there. I think they are. Yeah, they're on the top for the final time now. And we'll put a barrier to try to put into the pit and see where they're faced. So, but it's going to be a very wicked result for this so far for this one as the race is coming to a close now. I'll be writing these so you should go across inside. As the driver heading towards the 5-3 cars now. Kobayashi has done good performances for the Sauber driver, but will Trulli make a good final lap lunge on the Sauber? I'm not sure he would do this, but I think Kobayashi has done enough now. And here he comes. Kobayashi comes well, and he's going to win the Brazilian Grand Prix. Head of Trulli, Webber, Chaddock, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Glock, Boniface, head of Breme, head of Vettel, Dennis, Senna, Schumacher, Dolorosa, Kubica, Rosberg, Massa, Lucy, Hamilton, Kovaliven, Augsburg. I think Becker just beating Petro. I think Trulli got past Becker's beat President Face driver ahead of Becker, and Sutton's in 23rd. But where's the last place driver? No, I think he's last place driver. Kobayashi is your winner for race number 10, guy, at Brazil. One excellent race that was, guys, and the Brazilian Grand Prix has come to a close now. So Kobayashi is another race winner for this guy. It's the first time a Japanese driver has won the race so far. He faces another 2nd place for him for the driver in Canada. Webber, no podium for him to get 3rd player to Chanda. Next good 4th player. He started from the last player, moving his own into 4. Good one for the Spanish racing driver. Have the Hulkenberg 5th. Alonso Veze have the team of Glory gets 6 points. So hopefully try to chance Dolores for the championship. Button Fizz 8, Bremy 9, and Vettel has got the last point 10 player ahead of Senna, and De Grassi Fizz an extra 11-12 for the Brazilians as a first race so far for this. Pedro's is still there, but that 7th place for Glommy. He's only just a few points behind him. And Chad has moved himself ahead of third, while Alonso moving to 4th. Petrol and Webber are now 5th and 6th, while Webber moving a good performance there and moving to 6th. Sabo's still ahead of third by a couple of points. Hopefully this won't be the team to beat. Forcillo in third, while Friar moved ahead of Torres and Renault. Hispania are in 7th, while Webber jumped ahead and then tied the same point as McLaren have. So there's the podium, guys. Kobe as usual race winner ahead of Yano Trulli in the Lotus, and then Smart with a good excellent 3rd place for Webber Racing. And now, guys, we're going to be listening to the Swiss, and we're going to listen to the Japanese and the Swiss national anthems. Hold on just a minute. So there you go, guys. Kobayashi gets the trophy. There he goes. And yeah, well, an extra good that was for the anthem. Alright, thank you for watching, guys, for the Brazilian Grand Prix, guys. Until next time, guys, we'll be at Sala for the 11th round of the championship. That's an extra good race in Brazil, guys. Until next time, guys, we'll see you next time. Goodbye!